everybody, this is Marianne with All in the Attic Treasures, and I'm popping in to do a live book sale. Let me see here. I'm going to hit comments. Okay. So I have a bunch of books that I'm looking to sell. So hopefully we can find something that you would like, and I'll get started. It's going to go pretty quick, so we'll see how it goes. All right. First of all, I would like to say hello to everybody and welcome new subscribers and current subscribers. I appreciate you coming back to my channel and viewing my content. So let me get into it. And all right, so the first one is Dolly Parton, I'm a Rainbow. And it's an excellent book in great condition. There's no damage or tears. There's no writing. Let me see. You have really nice graphics, as you can see. And it's a cute book about just being different and being you. And for this book, it's number one for $3. Number one, $3 for the Dolly Parton, I Am Rainbow. And let's see here. Hold on a minute. I just want to check and see if I'm on. There we go. And see if I'm on. There we go. Okay. So number two is another Dolly Parton book. Oh, hold on a minute. I probably have echo. So number two is another Dolly Parton book. Oh, hold on a minute. Let me turn that volume off. Okay. So number two is another Dolly Parton book. And this is called Coat of Many Colors. And I believe she did a movie about this one. She's a wonderful woman, great writer, and she does beautiful, wonderful causes for children. And these are put out for distribution for children in the reading program. So, Dolly Parton, this is a sealed book, and this book is $2. Number two for $3. Number two for $3. The next Dolly Parton book I have is called Otis and the Kittens. Again, this is sealed and has never been opened. This book is number three for $3. Number three for $3. The next book I have is another Dolly Parton, and this is called Mrs. Maple's Seeds. Again, it is sealed, never been opened. That is number four for $3. And the thing on the back says, never forget that even the greatest of trees once had to grow up from the smallest of seeds. This is a great children's book. Number four, $3. Another Dolly Parton book I have is called Daniel Finds a Poem. And it's about looking and listening all around you. What is poetry? And for this book, it's number five for $3. Number five, $3. And the last book I have for Dolly Parton series is called Lily's Cat Mask. And again, it is sealed. A shy little girl, the perfect present. Sometimes dads do know best. So I guess Lily got a little cat as a present. And for this book, it's number 6 for $3. Number 6, $3. And those are the Dolly Parton books. Okay. The next book I have is a hardcover book, and this is called, hold on a second, and this is called Iggy Peck's Architect. And it's a hardcover book. It does have its jacket. It's got wonderful illustrations. And basically it's about, let's see here, I wrote some notes. Ever since he was a baby, Iggy Peck has built towers, bridges, and buildings. Which one's in handy when his second grade class, I can't even read my own writing. Anyway, what he did was he basically was always building things, and it annoyed the teacher. And until they got into, I believe they went on a trip, and they got into a little bit of a trouble, and he had to build something to rescue her. And then she realized how wonderful he really was. So it's a wonderful book, wonderful children's book. It is a hardback cover. There's no writing or anything in it. And for this book, it is number 7 for $6. Number 7 for $6. I do have, in this book, that is $7. I have 3 more copies of the same book. They do not have a dust cover. One is number 8, number 9, and number 10. Number 8, 9, and 10. 3 additional copies. And these copies are $5 each for the same book, just no dust cover. So again, number 7 is $6. For the book with the dust cover, $5 for without a dust cover. Okay. This here is it's poems by Mary Odom, and this was written, this is a collaboration of, it's not a collaboration, it's a gathering of all her poems that she's written, and this was published in 1965. And Miss Odom was a resident here in Robinson County, North Carolina. You can see her picture right there. And she's the author. She was born in 1886, and she wrote a series of lovely poems. And some of them are very pretty. And there's a whole book on all her poems here. And I thought it would be kind of nice if you were doing your junk journaling, to include them in your junk journaling, or you can give them to somebody. You can make a copy of them and give them as a gift, roll it up and give them as a package topper. It's just something a little extra to give somebody. So for this book of poems by Miss Odom, Miss Mary Odom of Robinson County, North Carolina, is number 11 for $4. Number 11 for $4. I have 3 copies of this book here. So we have numbers 12, 13, and 14. So I'll show you the one This was written in 2002, and this is written all in Spanish, and it's about bringing home a new baby, and it's put out by National Geographic. And again, it's written in Spanish. The illustrations are wonderful. So if you know someone who's having a baby or bringing home a new baby and they're Latino, this would be a wonderful gift for them or for the older sibling. So like I said, I to be, let's say I have here, you would get one. So either pick number 12, 13, or 14, and they're $4 each. 12, 13, or 14 for $4 each. They are hardcover, and there's no scribbling and no damage to them. They're in excellent condition. Okay, 12. Next pile. 12, 13, 14. Okay, so the next one I have is, this is a vintage book. The Trixie's Belden, A Mystery in Arizona. This is a vintage book. This has, let's see what date this is. This is the type of illustrations that are in the book. Right here. It does have some, it does have that aged coloring in the pages, of course, from age. But the illustrations are wonderful. What they are. Let's see, this book was put out in this Whitman Publishing Company, Trixie Belden, okay, Mysteries in Arizona. And this was put out in 1963. And if you want to add to your collection, I know most of us probably read these when we were younger or so. But you see those type of illustrations, sorry. There we go. And for this book, it's number 15 for $6. Number 15 for $6. And I have another Trixie Belden book, and this is Trixie Belden and the Marshland Mystery. So I don't know what happened here, but this guy, right, this guy here, he looks a little suspicious, but I don't know. So something happened to her, and they're trying to figure it out. This is the binder and the cover. And this book was, again, here's the inside cover. There is the foxing on the edges, the discoloration of the paper over year, over time. This is some of the illustration that they have, that colored in illustration. It's a nice vintage book to have in your library, so if your grandkids come over, they want to read, or you want to read to them. This was put out 1962, so that was 60 years ago. And for this book, it's number 16 for $6. Number 16 for $6. Now, if you want to purchase anything within the sale, at the banner right here, running right here, there is my email. And to purchase anything, please register with that email, your real name, your YouTube name, your mailing address, and of course your PayPal email, so I can send you an invoice. All right, thanks. Okay, next up is The Little Lame Prince and His Traveling Cloak by Miss. Is this here? Oh, this is this book here. Again, another wonderful, and that's The Traveling Cloak. That's the cover. The Traveling Cloak. And this book was put out 1964. It does have the foxing on the pages and the discoloration over time. But again, it's 1964, so we're talking 56 years ago. But it's a great read for children, or you want to read this to your grandbabies. There's some of the vintage illustrations that they have in this book at the time. And if you like this book, this is going to be number 17 for $6. Number 17 for $6. Okay. Next up, I have Rose Lee, The Bird Market Turtle. And this is another vintage book. And that is the back cover. I'm kind of suspecting this might be French because he's there with his little French hat. And here's Rosalie with the birds. And this was, here's the inside cover. And look at these illustrations. I remember these books when I was little. Look at that. I love the illustrations. Nice. Very nice. And it's an easy read for a child. Let me see what year it was done. Let's see. We'll go back. This was 1962. So again, this is a 60-year-old book in nice condition. It has a little bit of wear on the edges, on the corners. But other than that, it doesn't have any scribbling or writing. It's really a wonderful condition. And if you like this book here, this is number 18 for $3. Number 18, $3. The next book I have up is Sir Kevin of Devon. And this is by Adeline Hole. And again, this is another vintage style book. These are the illustrations. I love the colors of the illustrations themselves. Look at this. That's great. I remember, like I said, I remember these books when I was a kid. So, and this is, again, this is 1963. There's no, it looks like it was printed yesterday, quite honestly. That's how nice this book is. And for this book is number 19 for $4. 19 for $4. Oh, okay. This is more of an adult book. This book is called Underground, The Human History of the World Beneath Our Feet by Will Hunt. And this is the cover of it. Here's the side. This book, honestly, this book says that it retailed for $27. And this, yep, right here. You can see right there, 27. And this was put out, this is a first edition, 2018. And the back says that, and on you, the world we know, a vivid illumination of the dark and the effective I don't even know what that word is. Anyway, it's basically things that he found below the surface of the earth. Now, you know, when they do, when they're excavating, sometimes they find things that are underneath the earth that we didn't even know about. You know, we're walking on the streets daily, through cities especially, and they decide they're going to build a new building, and then all of a sudden there's, you know, there's these ruins underneath, you know. So it's a fascinating tale. One reader says he couldn't stop reading, and it's beautifully written. And he says, I will never look at a hole in the ground quite the same way. So this is pretty interesting, what goes on underneath our feet. And if you like this book is number 20 for $7. Number 20, $7. This book is really interesting. I found it kind of amusing. This is called A Dickens of a Christmas, and this is written by Eliot Engel, Dr. Eliot Engel. What's great about this book is that he signed it in 1991. He signed this book personally. And so it's A Dickens of a Christmas, being a treasury of Dickinson holiday snacks, sketches, reading, and treats. So he has in here the Christmas poem, and this book is dedicated to the Dickens World Dickens Fellowship and the perpetual spirit of Christmas, which it nurtures. So they have here Christmas sketches, read alouds, and so they have like Dinner from Great Expectations and Mary Weller's The Tale of Captain Murderer. And then he gives you, in part 3, he gives you the treats and so the crumpets, tea cakes. He gives you these recipes: seed cake, strawberry cookies, English trifle, and then he gives you some spiced pie, some mulled cider, some eggnog, Scrooge's smoking bishop. So. And it gives you some really, I love the illustrations though. If I could find one. Here's one. The illustrations are great. Look at that. And then in the back, here's another illustration in the book. Now this gentleman, he's from Raleigh, North Carolina. And here's the recipes that he puts in there. Here's some more recipes. And some of them have some alcohol in them. Not gonna lie. But it's just, it's kind of weird because it's, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, Dickens Christmas, but it's not. It's just a parable off of Dickens Christmas. but it's a cute little book, and it is signed by the author. So if you're interested in this book, it's number 21 for $10. Number 21, $10. Or It's a Dickens of a Christmas. Just a fun read. Okay, number 22. This book, I'm not even going to go there. I guess I'm not smarter than a fifth grader, but honestly, this is a book called Brain Flexing IQ Tests. And this is filled with a bunch of brain teaser IQ tests. And they also, but never fail, they give you the answers. So it's just chock full of a bunch of tests and riddles and things to test your brain skills. And I found them amusing. And they do give you the answer sheet here, so. But it's in great condition. I thought it would be fun. You could test your kids, your grandchildren, your spouses, your partners, your friends, or yourself. So you get 10, this IQ test. I don't know why I'm reading it as 10. But anyway, this is 2002. So for this book of IQ tests, number 22 is $4. Number 22 for $4. And again, if you're watching this on the replay and there's anything that you're interested in, you could always leave the number in the comment, and I'll pick up the comments. Or you can email me at allintheattictreasures@gmail.com and let me know what you're interested in, or if you have any questions. All right. The next one up I have is this is The Cat in the Hat. No Wonder. Okay. Discover new things in 2014. I love the illustrations, of course. And they talk about sharks in here. They talk about where they live and how they fish for them. There's the big whales and how they eat. They go into talking about, let's see here. They go into talking about penguins. Look ahead. They talk about the North Pole. Ice is nice. And what the winter is and what animals live up there. And they do specifically talk about penguins, though. And then they talk about the icebergs and what kind they are, and global warming. So this is a nice little book for kids. Hark a shark spotting, ice is nice, and cool is nice. Those are the 4 topics within this book. And if you like this book is number 23 for $5. Number 23 for $5. Okay, next one I have is, I'm going to take the dust cover off because the dust cover is in not great shape at all. Okay, but I'll just show you the dust cover. Dust cover is called Needlecraft, and this is the Good Housekeeper's Complete Book of Needlecraft by Vera Guide. You can see it's a little wonky, and it has seen its day on the shelf. But nevertheless, this book is this big. and it is chock full. Needlecraft. I mean, the book itself is in beautiful condition. The dust cover was just a mess. This book is put out in 1959, and this gives you all the fundamentals of sewing and needlecraft. It gives you how to understand patterns and working with patterns, stitching, doing cuffs. Let's see. There's you know, how to make little handmade accessories, little things like that. What else? How to do darting. My mom was a great sewer, and she taught me how to sew on an old time Singer sewing machine that had I thought you call it a treadle bottom, but it's the old-fashioned black one. And I used to have to push the pedal with my foot. I guess it was safer that way for a 9-year-old, and I had to graduate to electric. But yeah, I made what did I make? Something called a it was a quilt, and it was from all the little pieces of fabric she had left over because she used to make my clothes when I was younger. So there's a quilt that's called it anyway. But here's some more ideas. They go into knitting, go into crochet, how to crochet, and how to knit. They show you how to do netting. They show you how to do tatting, how to make curtains. I mean, you name it, they got it. This book is huge. It's, oh God, it's almost 500 pages. Well, it's 475 pages. In the back, it does give you some cutouts to make certain things. So for this book of the Complete Guide to Needlecraft, this book is number 24 for $10. Number 24 for $10. I know that there's some other people on right now. I believe Helen is on right now. And I don't mean to stomp on anybody's time. My time is at a minimum, so when I get the chance, I just kind of try to pop in as I can. So you don't have to watch this. You can watch it on the replay if you like, and if there's anything you want, you just let me know. But yeah, if you want to hop on over to go see Helen or whoever else is on, that's fine if they're doing a live sale. I can, you know, it's no big deal. I'm easy like that. Okay. I got a lot of books, so I want to get through them. Okay, next book up I have is another Dr. Seuss for a child. There's 10 apples up on top. There's no scribbling. The usual illustrations. Very good condition. And this one is put out in, this is 1961, but it was renewed in 1989. So I believe this is a 1989. I believe they want $13. Oh no, what is it? $10 for this book. Yeah. So if you're interested in 10 apples up on top, this book is number 25 for $3. Number 25 for $3. There is nobody here but me. So anyway, it's okay. Okay, next book this is a great book as well. Now this is all color illustrated. And you can see that right, right here. Now this book is called The Quilters. Leisure Arts presents Quilters Complete Guide. And again, this was a $20 book. It does have a tear right here in the back cover. But again, this book shows you everything. I mean, how it's all done. How to cut your quilt pieces. I even found in here, somebody in the chat was talking not that long ago about the pinwheels. Look at this. It even gives you cutouts and samples if you want to make a pattern, sample pattern. Somebody was, somebody was talking about making pinwheel a friend of mine, she used to make them, and I found it in here. I don't know exactly where it is, but it's in here somewhere. But look at this. They actually give you patterns. So they talk about, so like here, they talk about this one right here. Whoops, sorry guys. But then on the next page for that angel, they give you the cutout, so you can make it. But yeah, it gives you the instructions how to make those pinwheels if you're interested in making a pinwheel quilt. And the pinwheel quilts are beautiful. And so if you're interested in this book, and this is, like I said, it's color illustrated. It gives you all the glossary and quilting terms in the back. And it's about 238 pages. If you're interested in this book, it's number 26 for $8. Number 26, $8. Next I have up is a wonderful coffee table book. And I bought this, I got this as an estate sale from a gentleman who traveled to Europe. And I have a couple of notes in here on this book. This is really a nice book. It's about Spain, and I'll show you the cover. Piedra Lalets, Yailets. I'm not even sure. I'm probably butchering that. And this is the back side. It is a hardcover. And let's see here. It basically talks about, like here, look at this. Peso de Caldabra. Oh, I'm butchering it, I know it, but look at this picture. And it says Pedro thing. Now Pedro, from what I looked up, Pedro is a Galician traditional home similar to a manor house. I'm trying to see if you can get it in there. Usually located in the countryside as former residence of an important people in the community. And then they have pictures of, hold on a sec, castillos. And a castillo is another word for castle, or castle style home. So in this book here, they have wonderful illustrations of castle side country homes that have that castle look. So if you love castles, you'll love this book. Now, this book, in a Torre de Sampaio de Nalva, oh, again, it's bad. Okay. Now, Torres means tower. So there's these homes that have like towers to them. Look, but again, the illustrations are beautiful in this book. It's a wonderful book. It's a great coffee table book. Now, the only thing is that it is written, it's written in Spanish. Or it could be Portuguese, I'm not sure. But this is a book from Spain, and it is written in their native language. So it's a beautiful coffee book, coffee table book. But just to add to your library, if you like to look at the country homes and castles and things like that, I'll leave the notes in there. And if you're interested in this book here, this book is number 27 for $12. Number 27 for $12. Oh, what do they say when you know such? Anyway, number 28. This is a vintage book called The Runner. It does have a little bit of it has a tear here, a little bit of wear on the edges. By Jane and Paul Annixter, and somebody put their name in the book here. Now this book is copyrighted 1956. This is for, and it has, so it's older than 6 years, 64 years, I imagine. Now it doesn't have that many illustrations in it, but it does have that this type of ending on the pages, this cut of pages. The dust cover is just too much. If you take the dust cover off, it looks beautiful. But again, you know, this is basically from the 1950s, and they're in the 1950s. They did a lot of out west and country cowboy stuff. You know, they had Hopalong Cassidy and the Lone Ranger and things of that sort. So, you know, during the mid 50s, after, you know, the Second World War had ended, and then the Korean War started and then ended, but yeah, so for whatever reason, they just really started to get into the whole cowboy thing and out west, and people were camping, people were going out west, and horseback riding became very popular. I remember when I was a kid, my folks took me, we went to Tennessee, and we saw the Grand Old Opry, not the new one, but the old one. And we camped out in a big 20-person tent, and we square danced, and we swam in the local lake. We went to Illinois, and we saw Lincoln's Cabin, and I mean, there was, you know, like I said, it was 1969, so I was like 7 or 8 years old at the time. So yeah, that was like a big thing, you know, to go on vacation. You went to, you know, you went out and horseback ride and camped and things like that. So anyway, if you're interested in this little vintage book, it's number 28 for $3. Number 28 for $3. And okay, let me just not mix them up. Okay, so now the next one I have, this is fun. This is a Walt Disney book, and this is called Walt Disney's The Sword and the Stone. here's the illustrations on the back. And again, here's the inside cover. There is waxing on the pages as normal. The paper that they used, I guess, wasn't acidic. And so, you know, the air and atmosphere gets in and does that to the pages. So this book, of course, everybody knows The Sword and the Stone. If you're pure enough to pull that sword out of the stone, and that was the tale of King Arthur. So now this book is the Whitman Publishing Company. And this one, yep, this one is 1963. And it has 15 chapters. Again, there you go. The Sword and the Stone. This is it's written in Old English. Who's ever, basically it says whoever's able to pull this sword from the stone and avail the right wise will become king born of England. So again, that's King Arthur. And it's a classic read. And it's perfect for a kid. Wonderful for your vintage collection if you want to, you know, if you have that type of collection. So for this book, it's $6, number 29. The $6, number 29. I love it. It's in great condition. Now, this book, everybody knows from watching The Musketeers that Annette Funicello was one of the originals, and she went on to make movies with Frankie Valli and all that. And I remember watching reruns of that, and Walt Disney had her make some movies. So this book is called The Misadventures of Merlin Jones. It's a Walt Disney book, and there's Annette Funicello and this guy right here. I remember this. I mean, look at the helmet with the gadgets on his. Yeah, Merlin Jones. This book was put out. This book was put out in 1964. Again, it has the usual fluorescent colors on the pages. It's just on the edges, though. Here's illustrations. Oh, here's the illustrations. So, and it's in really good condition, is the back cover. And these are fun for collecting. And of course, Annette Funicello, you know, she passed away a couple of years back, and but she was a wonderful actress. And again, one of the original Musketeers. And if you like this book will going to be number 30 for $8. Number 30 for $8. Next I have is another Annette Funicello book, Walt Disney's Annette and the Mystery of Smuggler's Cove. Now, I saw prices all over the place. The highest price I saw for this book listed on eBay was $200, which I don't know where they're coming from on that one. But there's the side and the back. And here's the inside. Vintage. Again, Whitman Publishing Company, 1963. Here's the pages. And if you'd like to have this book is number 31 for $8. Number 31, $8. Next I have is a hard page children's book called Puss in Boots. And this has the hard washable cardboard pages. There's only 4 pages in total. But of course it's the tale of Puss in Boots and the graphics. I love the graphics. And the poor bunny. Look at his face. Oh. But Puss in Boots got the bunny. And for this book is number 32 for $2. Number 32 for $2. Okay. Just gonna take a sip to drink. You know, your throat gets sore, you know, when you're constantly talking and your mouth gets dry. Oh. Alrighty. Next, I have The Classic Tale of Peter Rabbit by Beatrix Potter. And again, this is another book that has the hard cardboard pages. And that's what it looks like. Here's your back cover. Here's the inside. So much easier. I love the graphics. The graphics are great. Aw, Mr. McGregor getting after him. So, The Tale of Peter Rabbit. Very nice condition. And there's no writing in it or scribbling. And this is number 33 for $5. Number 33 for $5. And of course that's The Tale of Peter Rabbit. Who doesn't love Peter Rabbit? $33. The next book I have is a Hamish Macbeth mystery, Death of a Kingfisher. And this is by M.C. Beaton, and it's New York Times, one of the New York Times best-selling authors. Here's the side. Here's the back. This does have a signature in the front of probably who owned it. The pages are very good inside, very clean. And this book was copyright on this book here. Hold on a second. Should tell me. 2012. And some of the notations on the back of the book says it's explosive and engaging. A terrific whodunit filled with humor, a delightful Scottish charmer. Beaton provides her usual superior tale. They're very addictive. It's always a pleasure to a picturesque village in the Scottish Highlands. So if you're interested in this good read, this book is number 34 for $5. Number 34 for $5. Okay. Hello in the chat. There's, I think, me and you. Oh, no, you're gone. Okay. Well, anyway, anybody, if you're lurking and you're hanging out in the background, hello, hello. Don't be shy, pop in, say hi. Okay, so this book I found, and I thought it was pretty interesting. This is called Button Hooks, Collecting and Price Guide, Volume 1. And button hooks were used by ladies back in the day to hook their garments or their shoes. They had many buttons on their shoes. Thank God somebody invented laces to go on your shoes, and no longer had to use the button hooks. But yeah, so to get those buttons hooked, they needed this apparatus in their shoes. Um, so this book basically gives you sketch drawings and measurements of the different types. If you're a collector of button hooks, see here. If you're a collector of button hooks, this is a great reference book, and it gives you the patent, like this one right here. This one is patent 1914, and it gives the dimensions. So not only is it just like a reference book, it gives you a little bit of history about the button hooks and what they were made of, what they look like, but it's all sketched. And if you're interested in this book, this is number 35 for $5. Number 35 for $5. The next book I have is Thomas Kinkade. Now, we did lose Thomas Kinkade, so, you know, those who knew and loved him, appreciated his art and his drawings and his books, and just him in general as a wonderful human. So, so he writes this book, The Art of Creative Living, Making Everyday a Radiant Masterpiece. And this is a hardcover book right here. And that's Thomas Kinkade. And a small little bio. The book is in excellent condition. It does have a few illustrations in here of his work. Here's another one. In beautiful condition. So if you love Thomas Kinkade and you enjoy his reads, this book is number 36 for $7. Number 36 for $7. Next I like this. I thought this was cute, and I thought of Pat Doodles, because I think she says she makes sweaters for dolls and things like that. So knowing Pat Doodles, she probably already has this, but I found it and I thought of her, and I just thought it was charming. This is from the February 1966 issue of Woman's Day, and this is called Knit a Wardrobe of Sweaters for Your Favorite Doll. And inside inside it gives you the instructions on making little sweaters for your dolls. And it's just a pamphlet that's about 11 pages long. from 1966 issue of Woman's Day, and it's all in black and white. And if you're interested in this is number 37 for $6. Number 37 for $6. Next I have for you crafters and doll makers, and I think you're all going to remember this from back in the day. I mean, this is the 1980s when Cabbage Patch was out, and I remember, you know, the lines that were huge to go find a Cabbage Patch doll. And then shortly after that, people started to make their own Cabbage Patch style dolls, which I think these are much prettier, honestly. So this is Miss Martha's original You Are My Sunshine 26-inch soft sculpt doll catalog. So there, look at these babies. Aren't they beautiful? Look at them. Look at her on the back. Oh, the way that they used to, you know, so they use like this, use like a nylon, and you would stuff it, and you had this nylon material like a stocking, and then you would go in with a needle and you would pull to make the button nose and the mouth and the little dimples in the arms and the fingers. So they would show you how to do all that. And I tried. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to make a Cabbage Patch doll one time, and it didn't turn out so good. So hence I don't have it anymore. But like, this is 1984, right here. It's printed 1984. It does give you the instructions how to make this. Look at this baby. Isn't she pretty? And it does give you the illustration and the instructions how to make them. How to make the body and the heads and everything. Each doll has its own instructions. And what I found in here was, I guess from the prior owner, they gave you a small doll cut out, and they gave you these two faces. So one is blue eyes and one is brown eyes to use as, now I don't know, I don't believe that these are iron-ons. I think they're just templates to give you an idea. So these pieces came inside. And interested in this is number 38 for $2. Number 38, $2. The next thing I have is macrame celebrations. Wow, it's raining. It's pouring out there. Holy moly. So, this is Enjoy Macrame. This is put out in 1978. This gives you all your macrame knots and instructions how to do them. Right there. And you can make the Christmas tree. It gives you all the instructions for everything that's pictured on the front cover. So I'll just show you the back cover. You have the snowman, the pumpkin. Of course, everybody loves the owl. The owl is famous, right? Then you have a witch, bunny, butterfly, heart, Santa. And it gives you all the instructions for all of it. So they have a little bit more in here too. But yeah, I remember doing macrame when I was, I don't know, 12 or 13. We used to make the bracelets and the potted plant hangers. There you go. So if you're interested in that, which I know macrame is a huge thing now, everybody loves to collect it, and you can make your own if you can't find the one design that you really like the most. You can start making your own. So if you like this little pamphlet here with instructions and color pictures, it's number 39 for $2, number 39 for $2. Next I have, this is a heavy book. It's a hardcover book. It's called The Fables of La Fontaine, and a selection in English translated by C.J. Moore. This book is beautifully illustrated. This is printed in Italy, English version in 2006. 2004 was the Paris version. So The Fables of La Fontaine is French to begin with, and then they translated it to English for this book. Jean La Fontaine, 1621 to 1695, and Jean de La Fontaine. So John, or G-E-A-N, could be a male's name. So I'm assuming it might be a male, but born in the region of France, and the fables are his. So it gives you a brief history, and then the fables come. Now, some of these fables we don't know because they are of European origin. But the illustrations in this book is crazy. It's beautiful. So, I mean, it just goes on and on and on. I mean, it is just a wonderful book. And it has so many in there. Look at this. The man in his image. I mean, it is phenomenal. Not something, the raven who wished to imitate the eagle. So, the mule that boasted of his ancestry. I mean, the bird catcher, the hawk, and the lark. I mean, these are fables, European fables, the sayings of Socrates. I mean, it's just, there are, let me see, there's 182 pages, no, 218 pages. So it gives you a full index in the back. I believe that there's, it gives you the page number, of course, and I was like, so again, this is just a really good book. Really, really beautiful book. A great read for your children if you want to read your grandbabies a nice little fable story, or just yourself, or have it as a coffee book table. But The Fables of La Fontaine can be yours for number 40 for $10. Number 40 for $10. Like I said, if you're watching this on the replay, You can always put in the number in the chat, uh, you know, leave the chat message, or you can just email me at um, is a knitting a baby Afghans. So there's a bunch of different styles. There's 33 designs. Give you the instructions and a picture. Now, I don't knit. I did learn to crochet, but I'm not the greatest crocheter. I know the basics. My mom was a fantastic person. There isn't anything she couldn't have done. Hey, Doug. That, everybody in the chat. Hi, Janet. Doug. That is my son. That's my boy, my number one. I love you. Thank you for coming. Oh, I'm so happy now. My son is here. Hey, Janet. How are you, honey? So if you're interested in the knit book, the baby Afghans, and you want to know how to learn how to knit, that's wonderful. And number 41 for $3. Number 41, $3. Hey, oh yeah, you're just getting something to eat, hey? You just got off of work? I know. It's crazy here. It's raining like, oh, I just eased up. But yeah, thanks for coming in. Hey. I'm live with Trisha and soon. Oh, thanks, Janet. I appreciate you. Thanks for popping in. I'm number 42 in now, so I've been going at it for an hour and change, and just two people came in. But yeah, good luck with your show with Trisha. Yay. I'm happy for you, honey. Let's see if I can back out of here. Oh, how do we? Okay, take that off. All right. There we go. Got your schedule on. I know, I have to learn how to schedule. I don't, you know, my days are wonky, you know, so I only have like Wednesday, which is my sleep day, then Thursday, and if I'm like doing whatever, and then I have to get prepared and everything. Friday, like tonight, I got to go to work at 10 o'clock tonight, and, you know, and work till 7 in the morning. So I'm going to be like super busy. So I just kind of got my books together quick and just threw it on. But yeah, I'm going to try to do more of a scheduled day, maybe a Thursday or a Friday during the day. I was even thinking about Thursday evening, but I don't know how many people are around late at Thursday. But yeah, I got to get a schedule and promote it more. But you know, with me, I'm always last minute everything. It's terrible. But yeah, maybe on the rerun people will watch. Who knows? Okay, so next up I have Vanna, you know, Vanna White from the Wheel of Fortune. She apparently knits Afghans, which I didn't know. But I wonder if she really does. So we have some patterns in here from Vanna White. And of course, all the instructions that you need. Oh, hey, Janet, are you still here, honey? I want to just give me a second. I want to show you something while you're here. Are you still here, boo? Let me know. Yes, I would love to. Let me show you something. Hold on a second. Don't leave yet. Oh, hey, Janet, look at this, honey. What do you think of that? Does that not look like Babe's Ride? Oh my God. I've been saving this up. And I was like, oh, I got to get to show her. And I was meant to send you a picture of it, but I never did. Look at that, honey. It's all glass. I thought you would enjoy it. It looks, oh, your new ride. Oh, nice. Nice. Hold on a second. So what, next week, when are you on? Next Wednesday? Is that what you're talking? Okay, so while she's waiting for Janet. Okay, so this book is number 42 for $5. Number 42 for $5. And that is the Vanna White Favorite Craft Afghans. And if you're interested, and if you're watching on the replay, you can always give me a shout. And no, I'm on vacation all week. Okay, sounds good. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's awesome, Janet. That's great. I would love to. That would be fantastic. Yeah, because I've got like a heap of books right here. So yeah, that would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. I appreciate you, honey. Thank you so much. Oh, lucky you're on vacation. Yay. I wish I was. I would love to have a vacation. Okay, so this is this book here. This is a little bit more pricier than the other books, but I feel it's an extremely um, rare book, to put it to you that way. We all grew up with Fleetwood Mac, the Rumors album, Stevie Nicks. You have to love this band. And if you're a child of the 70s into the 80s, you know Fleetwood Mac. For those of us that can't read anymore. Okay, great. Thank you. I'll look for it. I just saw it come through, Karen. Janet. This is all about the band Fleetwood Mac with the original members and the current members. And of course, Stevie Nicks. Right there. There she is. Classic. Love her. And it's just an awesome book. And it's a great book to have on your coffee table if you're a music lover, if you love Fleetwood Mac over the years, and you're a big fan, then this is a must-have. And for this book, it's number 43, and I'm asking $15. Number 43 for $15. This is a great book, and I didn't even want to get rid of it because I love Fleetwood Mac. Hey, Doug, how you doing, honey? You still there with me? Okay, another big book, Nan, again from the same time period, is, you know better than I do, you gotta love him, The Boss. You gotta love him. Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, straight out of New Jersey. And this is a pictorial book. And there's the Eastern, it's the Jersey Shore. And this book has all pictures in it, all about the band. mostly filled with photos of Bruce Springsteen and how he started, and just wonderful photos. And if you're interested in this book, believe it or not, this book costs $36 retail to purchase it. It's called Bruce Springsteen's Photo Discovery. And if you're interested in this book is number 44, and it's $15. Number 44, $15. Okay, so that's 43. And we have another pile here. I'm almost done, guys. And let's see. Oh, it's starting to rain again. Okay, this little book is called The Little Shepherd. And it's by Anna Porter Wright. And this book is written in 1935. It does have some little graphics inside. I believe it has a biblical tone to the stories. So if you're interested in this book is number 45 for $2. Number 45 for $2. Here is called A Love Story. And this is by John Katz. This book retailed for $25 new. And basically, this story is about a couple who met and found a stray dog that they found that was abandoned, and how they brought the dog into their family, and their love story of together with the dog. And it's a wonderful little story. It's in great condition. It's a nice read. And if you're interested in this book, this is number 46 for $5. Number 46 for $5. Next book I have, this is called, this is written by Donnie Douglas. And Donnie Douglas is a local gentleman that lives in Lumberton, North Carolina. And this book was written in 2020. Time spent with cats is never wasted. And that is a direct quote from Sigmund Freud. And he ought to know. And Donnie Douglas, I believe, worked for the, he could still work for them, or he might have worked for them. He might have retired out, I'm not sure. But anyway, he worked for the Robertsonian paper. And he put out this cute little book. And how he writes it is, there's a name for it in genre, in English, when you're giving a character a name. In other words, here's some sketches of the cat. This is Boots. This is the front cover. And when you read through the book, it's basic, and it's signed. It is signed by the author. It's to Denise. Thank you for your support. Enjoy, Donnie. And the Boots Project And what he does is he writes, like the first page is back from daylight savings time. And when he writes it in the second person, I guess you want to call that. It's hard for me to show you. Anyway, so Boots, he gives Boots a voice. This is Boots. Boots says, "Up a little early, are we?" And then he writes, "You aren't going to believe this, but I forgot to roll the clock back." And then Boots says, "Easy for me to believe when you mess up, kind of an expectation." And then it goes on and on. It's like Boots and me, Boots and me, Boots and me. So he gives Boots a voice. And each one of these is a conversation between the two. Which is darling. And I love it. I mean, I have 4 cats. And if I could have a conversation with them, I would love it. It would be fantastic. I would love to know what they're thinking. I love my cats. So anyway, if you're interested in this book, this is a fun read. Number 47, $8. It has been read. You can see the separation in the pages. So somebody got some use out of that book. But that's wonderful. All right, next up, okay, we have again the classic Dr. Seuss, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. My kids had these books when they were younger. Not this specific one, but they had the Dr. Seuss books. This is in pristine condition. There's no scribbles, no nothing. Love the graphics. This was 1988 is a renewed copy. It does have the UPC code on the back, and it was $10 retail. If you'd like this book for your children or just for your collection, if you're a Dr. Seuss collector, this is number 48 for $4. Number 48 for $4. And I'm almost done. This one is a very, this is 1955 copyrighted. This is just a simple little paperback book, Boys and Girls from Mother Goose. But look at the illustrations on that. You gotta love it. And inside it gets even better. It's illustrated by Marguerite K. Scott. But look at this, y'all. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at those illustrations. Look at her. So, again, if you just wanted to use the illustrations for junk journaling or whatever craft you're doing, that would be great. Like Handy Pandy, Jumping Joan, Little Girl, Little Girl. And we all know this one, Deedle Deedle Dumpling. And these are the Mother Goose rhymes. Of course, look at this. Look at the graphics in there. So if you're interested in that old book, and that is 1955, it's number 49 for $4. Number 49 for $4. And for your crafty people out there, Milner's Craft Series Decorated Eggs. And this is a semi-hardcover. It's like a softback, but it's kind of rigid on the edge. Decorated eggs. And on the back, it shows you more. And on the inside, it gives you instructions how to decorate these particular eggs and techniques. See that? And so they have really cute ideas in here. Of course, I love these. These are gorgeous. Look at those. When they open up like that, like the little hinged eggs. Oh, goodness. if you're interested in this book is number 50 for $4. Number 50 for $4. Okay, next. Okay, I got through that. Number 50. Okay, the next pile is on the floor. I am down to my last pile of books. Oof, da. God, that's a lot. Okay. I gotta go in order here. Okay, so the next one is, again, it's Lap Quilting by Georgia Bonesteel. 70 traditional designs and projects to piece by machine or quilt on your lap. So I know we have a lot of people out there that enjoy this. This does come with its own little advertisement in there. You probably can't order from them anymore, but basic retail price anywhere from $15 to $18 for your books. Lap quilting. This gives you the pattern and the instructions for the patterns if you're interested in quilting, which is phenomenal. So you don't have to download the pictures. You can do that. I'm going to leave. Okay, thanks, Doug. Doug, I love you, boo. So this book, for the quilter or the person that wants to learn how to quilt, this book is for you. And the book, for this book, it's number 51 for $8. Number 51 for $8. You too can learn how to quilt. I find it's a beautiful, absolutely beautiful craft. And you know, if you know your colors and how the color wheels work and everything, I mean, some of the quilts are just absolutely stunning. I personally can't do any of that stuff. It's just not, it's not in me to do it. So next up I have here is, again, for the crafter, or if you want to learn how to do things in crafting. This is called a calligraphy projects. So if you want to learn how to do calligraphy, they give you the pens, the inks, and the tips, the brush, and of course inside is your illustrations of how to make those. Nice. Calligraphy is an old form of handwriting that was used back in the day, still used today on certain things, and you know, sometimes people will use them for like their wedding invitations and so on. And but it's a beautiful form of handwriting. So if you're interested in that, like I said, it does come with the brushes, the pen tips, some gold, and some other color inks. This is $10, number 52. $10, number 52. And that is that one. I only have a few more. Crazy quilting. That's what I was talking about earlier when I was a kid. Mom would give me scraps of fabric, and she told me to sew them together on um, the old Singer sewing machine from back in the day. The pedal had the pedal on the bottom, you know. So yeah, I made a crazy quilt. I wish I had it today. I could show you all the different fabric, and she made like all my A-line dresses and a little ribbon to match. Good Lord. Anyway, yeah, she was pretty talented. So this is called Crazy Quilting, and this is a great book. And I love that pocketbook right there. I mean, I can't make it, but I'm sure somebody could. And then on the back, I have some more ideas. Crazy Quilting with Attitude. Look at this. Look at the illustrations in here, guys. I have to figure out StreamYard. Look at this. That one. Yep, there's the pocketbook. Look at that. It shows you all how to do this. Just like a night evening bag. Oh my God. And even a lamp. It shows you how to make a lamp. Look at these lamps. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Again, another one that I would love to. Wild and weird. They call them crazy things. Look at these samples of crazy quilting. Anyway, yep, that was Thunder. If you like this book is number 53 for $7. Number 53 for $7. That, I love that book. That is awesome. Almost done. All right. Almost done. So here we have Country Seams. Now this is more of a collection of patchwork projects, country or country style. Somebody did write in it. So this is some more country theme style quilting projects. I remember that style. You put it on your jean jacket, or it's just like Americana folk art style, and they give you the pattern to make it. So it has wonderful illustrations, and again, each picture has its own set of patterns, so you can follow those patterns easily. It gives you what you need, all your implements and tools. And for this, and it gives you all of these ideas. This is what you like. And for this one, this is number 54 for $4. Number 54 for $4. I used to be crafty back in the day, but not with sewing. You know, I used to do floral design. I made wreaths, I made arrangements. I did ceramics back in the 80s. So, but I grew up doing ceramics, and I love to do ceramics, painting. Um, Probably not so much these days because I'm like Don Knotts, shaky's gun in the West, you know, my hands aren't steady anymore. But yeah, I used to get so much enjoyment out of it, just getting out of the house that, you know, once or twice a week to go to the ceramic shop down in this guy's basement and make my ceramics. And then again, I did floral arrangings. My husband taught me how to make floral arrangements. So we ended up making all our own stuff for the wedding, and I still have my bouquet and the boutonniere, and um, so I had an outside table. I would attend the vendor shows, and which was a lot of work, but yeah. But I got all into that, and I was doing that whole, in the '80s, mid '80s. Everybody was doing the Williamsburg blue circles with the duck, and yeah, all that stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we did all that back in the day, but I don't do that anymore. I haven't crafted anything in like a long time. I kind of miss it. So maybe at some point when I, have time, I can do it. Anyway, here's a wonderful children's book. This is a Christmas book. It's a 1950s style illustrations. There's the back cover. Inside, now this is a newer book. This is a golden book, a big golden book. But Frosty the Snowman was born in 1950 and is the subject of a photograph record, and soon after appeared in many different forms. Motion picture about him has been shown frequently on TV, and there are Frosty toys, shirts, and games. So this is a golden book of New York. It does have a little scribble mark right there in pen. Didn't notice that. But the illustrations, again, if you wanted to cut the illustrations to make some kind of a project, this does say the copyright is 1950, but this is a remake of the 1950 book. But I'm not quite sure what year they did do this remake. But again, the illustrations are there. If you're interested in this book, it's number 55 for $5. Number 55 for $5. Okay. The next book is another Christmas book. This is called The Joys of Christmas, Christmas Customs and Legends Around the World. And here's the inside cover. Here's the front cover. And Counting the Days of Christmas. Tells you that story. Christmas letters, cards, and stamps. Christmas wrappings. And throughout the world, there's different Christmas traditions. Here they have St. Lucia's Day, St. Nicholas Eve and Day. In the Netherlands, in Sweden, it's called St. Lucia's Day. Animals at Christmas. The Yule log. So it has great illustrations, and it just tells you about the different traditions around the world of how different cultures celebrate Christmas. So this is a fun read. This is great for children to learn. It's good for them to know that there's different cultures out there that do things just a little bit differently than we do. And it's great to know what other cultures celebrate, and we could celebrate the same cultures as they do. It could be diversified and do that. For this book, it's number 56 for $3. Number 56 for $3. And again, if there's something you saw in this video, and if you're watching it on the rerun, or the replay rather, and there's something you're interested in, just send me an email. My email is right there in the banner. It's onlyaddicttreasures@gmail.com. You can leave a message in the comment, or you can just shoot me an email with the number that you're interested in. Or if you have any questions, I can answer them for you as well. And while you're here, if you can also like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, even if you're watching it on the replay. If you want to leave a comment in the comment sections, even if it's just an emoji, that's fine with me too. It helps me with my channel. A pet for Fly Guy. A pet for Fly Guy. Okay. So this looks like a really cool book. Who will be the best pet for Fly? Yeah, there you go. Love this. And this is written by Ted Arnold. Now, I don't know if this is the same Ted Arnold, the actor Ted Arnold? Ted Arnold? I'm not sure. Could be. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. You could tell me. Let me know in the chat. Ted Arnold. I'm thinking Fly. He named him Fly Guy. Fly Guy was the smartest pet in the world. He could say the boy's name. Buzz. So this little boy had a pet fly and he called him Fly Guy. So it's the adventures of the little boy and his pet Fly Guy. If you're interested in this book and you would like to get it for your children or your grandbabies or just for yourself for fun, it's number 57 for $3. Number 57 for $3. I like weird and unusual stuff like that. It makes me chuckle. Okay, we're down to the last, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're back to, again, the books by, what's her name here? The Imagination Library, which would be Dolly Parton. And this book is called, okay, my cat just came through the wall, Ladybug Girl and Bingo. Just great illustrations. It's a larger book. And it's hard to show books when you're in this position because it's hard to get it in the camera. Ladybug Girl and Bingo, her dog. It's got great illustrations. Not sure what this is about. Did not read this book. But apparently it's about the girl. Yeah, my stream is probably choppy because we're having thunderstorms, which is the usual. Okay, so for this book, it's number 58, $3. Number 58, $3. Sometimes when it storms out, it interferes with the stream. So we have thunderstorms rolling over top of us right now. Another book I have here is Stand Tall, Molly Lou Mellon. This is another Dolly Parton book. It's got great graphics. There's no scribbling or writing in the book. It's a great children's book. There's the back cover. 9 for $3. Number 59 for $3. I gotta go. Awesome stream. Good luck. I'll text you. Thanks, Boo. I love you, Doug. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. I'll give you a ring. I'm not sure because after I get done over here, I'll probably do some. I'll probably have to grab something to eat, and then I gotta take a nap before I go to work. All right, the last Dolly Parton book I have is Not Your Typical Dragon. And this is a story about a dragon who couldn't blow fire. And he tried and he tried and he tried. I did read this one. I was interested in it. And then he finally could, and they were making fun of him because he couldn't, because he was a little different. But then he tried and he tried, and then he did. And this book is number 60 for $3. Number 60 for $3. And last two books I have are little golden books. They are vintage. This one is Walt Disney's Three Little Pigs. There's the back. There's the spine. And this one is marked 69 cents. And it's Three Little Pigs. Again, the graphics are wonderful. And this book was, this is a 1979 48th printing. 1979 version of Three Little Pigs, Little Golden Books. If you're interested in this book, this is number 61 for $4. Number 61 for $4. I love how it gets all like, all the greens show up real pretty, like right after it rains, or right just before it rains. It just gets that hue. It's so pretty. Okay, the last book I have here, whew, this is called Winnie the Pooh Meets Gopher. And again, it's another little golden book. There's the inside cover. Again, with the graphics. There's no scribbling or any markings in this book. And this book was put out, this is 89 cents. So this has got to be after 1979 because the price went up. So I'm assuming sometime in the 80s. So if you want Winnie the Pooh Meets Gopher, this is number 62 for $4. Number 62 for $4. And that, my friends, is my live book sale. And if there's anything, that you're interested in after looking through the video that you find that you would like to purchase, you just email me at alltheattictreasures@gmail.com. You can also leave a message in the comment section for me, and I'll view the comments. And if you like the video and you want to see more, I also have other videos in my YouTube channel of content. So I would like very much if you would consider subscribing. You can hit the thumbs up, of course. Leave a comment. Let me know how you found me. What was your favorite thing? Is there something that you're looking for? The comment is open for whatever you'd like to ask or comment about. So thank you so very much for joining me this evening. It was an impromptu pop-up, unplanned sale, but thank you so much for coming. I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video, and I will see you in the chats. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye now.